And now, back to our Congressman, Doug Collins. Thank you, sir, so much for sticking around with us. We appreciate your time today. We're talking Benghazi. I want to read a bit of a letter that the ranking member, Democrat Elijah Cummings, Congressman, has said that to date the committee's investigation has been characterized by wild and unsubstantiated political accusations. He's basically said Republicans are using this as a partisan witch hunt. Some think that it's being used to try to damage Hillary Clinton's 2016 prospects. What say you about what the committee is going to do or not do moving forward on Benghazi?
Well, I think one of the first things is just the moment ago, just the tragedy in Washington State, is our prayers and all are with those who are searching and those who have lost loved ones. But I want to get back to what you just read from Elijah Cummings. If they're tired of being Congress people, if they're tired of doing oversight, then it's time to turn in their card. This is exactly what we're supposed to be doing in Washington. It's time that they look at this. It's not about partisan politics. It's not about the witch hunts that he's characterizing. I've said all along, this is about people. There are 4 dead Americans, and especially in my district and many across the country, are just wanting answers. The partisanship is coming from them making wild accusations on who is being attacked or who's not being part here. Whoever had a part in this needs to answer for what happened in Benghazi, and that's what this investigation is about. If the Democrats on the Oversight and Government Reform Committee are tired of doing their job as congressmen, then they need to turn in their voting cards and let somebody else do it, because we need to continue to investigate for these people about 4 dead Americans and what went on and what the future looks like for our folks who are serving overseas.
Okay, we know that the Senate is going to have a hearing this week that will involve former acting CIA Director Mike Morrell. That's on the Senate side. We know there are numerous different investigations proceeding. What's next for you with the House Oversight Committee as regards Benghazi?
Well, I think what we're going to continue to do is we're still looking for information, and the investigation from our committee staff and members are looking to still interview more the witnesses who are either on the ground or involved in that. Some have not been readily forthcoming, and the administration has frankly been dragging their feet in doing so. We want to make sure that this investigation is properly done. The only way we can do that is to have the information given to our committees, and we'll be continuing to bring forth people to talk about that and making sure that this is what needs to happen. This is about people, and it never can take that away from this investigation. It's about Congress doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Okay, another very active investigation that you've had going on for quite some time now is into the IRS and about questions about it targeting conservative groups who applied for tax-exempt status. Lois Lerner, who was a key IRS employee, has come before your committee, and there have been fireworks when that's happened. She has taken the fifth. There are now questions about whether the committee may hold her in contempt. Again, Ranking Member Congressman Elijah Cummings has issued a letter saying that errors have been made procedurally and that it's not possible for the committee to hold her in contempt. Are you going to get the answers you're seeking from Lois Lerner? How so? And will you support a move to hold her in contempt?
Well, it is time for her to be held in contempt, and I think the Legislative Council has said that we could move forward with that. The problem is this: they need to make this a priority. This is something that is disturbing people. When you have an agency that is supposed to be nonpartisan, that is supposed to just do their job, and they have been found looking into groups that they shouldn't be looking into, and we found this, overall and from their own admission, it's time we find this out. It's time to let Lois Lerner's emails be released to the committee, as we have subpoenaed. There was a discussion this week of all subpoenas, and there seemed to be a what does all mean? It means give us everything we've asked for, because that is the role that we're looking into this investigation. And for Lois Lerner to completely plead the fifth, but yet come in and say that she's done nothing wrong and go on to say that there's nothing that she has done, then that's just not being honest. She wants to have her cake and eat it too, and that's not allowable when we're actually looking into an investigation in which people have been targeted.
Well, we know both the IRS issue and Benghazi are far from completed. So, Congressman Collins, thank you for keeping us updated. We appreciate your time.
Shannon, thank you so much.